Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Chris with Kristen's Crafts, and today I am going to be bringing you another process video for how to kill a kit with style. I think it's going to actually be two layouts, but they're going to be kind of mirrored. That's the game plan anyways. So today is Sunday, so this will be going up later in the week. Just give you guys an update. My son-in-law was kind of moved to a regular room for right now. Tomorrow he'll be having his next surgery. But today, with him being moved to a regular room, the kids got to go up and see their dad, which they were thrilled with. So after they were surprised with getting new bikes, so these were bikes that they got from me and my husband to play with at our house while they're being watched over here. They are also going to, after they rode them a little bit, they headed up to the hospital. So I thought, okay, taking advantage of the time, I'm going to get another layout done, but also taxes. I got to get those done. But anyway, so they did pretty good. Dylan is older, but he hadn't been practicing at the babysitter like Preston had. So all last week, Preston was using the babysitter's bike for a few days, and he was determined he was going to ride. So he was getting to where he could pedal like 6 or 7 pedals before he had to put his foot down and catch himself, whereas Dylan hadn't practiced at all. So Preston got on the bike, and by the time they went to leave to go to the hospital to visit their dad, he was zooming around. So I have a feeling by the end of the week, he's going to be really flying. Dylan had 1 or 2 good rounds of going, but not quite the success that Preston had. And I think he was a little disappointed that his younger brother was zipping around and he wasn't quite up to speed. So anyway, I do want to scrapbook these, and I have these 3 pieces of paper. Now, what I thought I could do is use the star paper for matting, but then I'm going to use this diagonal and this navy blue for the layout. But I think what I'm going to do is do it on a diagonal. So if I do it on a diagonal this way, one of them will get half the rainbow on one side and the other one will get the other half of the rainbow, and we'll see how it looks. That's it. Anyways, that's what's in my brain. And we're just going to go from there. The other thing I did was I pulled out a bunch of Echo Park and Simple Stories sticker sheets that I have in my collection, and looked for some bike type pages, and also some, fun adventure type phrases and things like that. So this paper is from, I want to say it's probably from Park Lane, and it's not a true 12 by 12 when you cut off the branding strip. So we may have to do a little bit of adjusting with this one. And let's see if this one is as well. I think this might also be one of those. So if I line it up to 12 inches, you can still see the crease in the branding strip where the hole would be. So I'm just going to come in a little bit. So they're just going to be a little bit shy of 12 inches, but that's okay. We will finagle it. So then I'm going to put this to the side, and we're going to start cutting in half. And I'm not sure where my big ruler is. So I'm just going to do the cheater way. I'm just going to fold it in half. And because these are not true by 12 by 12 on the height, it is going to be a little off, and I am going to have to do a little bit of trimming on here as well. And I'm just going to score it really good. and then I'll follow the cut line. Now we're going to do the same thing with this one. And I'm just taking it to the corner and following this edge. And then on this edge, I'll just clean it up where it needs to get cleaned up. If it's not totally meeting, because you can see a little bit. All right. Then we'll put washi tape on it, and it will mask up any imperfections that it has. So I'm not really worried about it. Okay. So we have those cut in half. I'm gonna grab my scissors, and we're just gonna free cut it down the middle. And I'm just following that crease that we just made. And what these are going to do is, one will go in each of their books. So I'm okay with them being just like mirror images. Because that way they can each have a layout of their bike that they got from their grandma and grandpa. I've had my goal of a layout a day from the beginning of the year, and this Jake's accident kind of put a damper in that, which, you know, things happen. But this is going to kind of let me catch up just a little bit. So, all right, so I got 2 pieces of just cardstock. I just grabbed from my bottom. It doesn't matter what color, because it's all going to get covered up. And actually, if I wanted, I could bring it in and give it a little bit of a border. I think I'll do that. So like I said, one of them is going to be this way, and then we can like turn it however we want to rotate it, and then the other one will be the opposite. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to glue it down, and then I'll just have to do a little bit of trimming on the corners to make the frame. So let me go ahead. I'm just eyeballing it at like 1/8 of an inch. And like I said, I'll just come in with the scissors and trim the corners to make the rest of the frame. And then it's with the frame on there, now it's going to be a true 12 by 12, because the bottom piece is going to actually be a full piece of paper. Okay, so now we're going to come in, make that 1/8, that 1/8. Okay, so now I'm going to grab just my knife, and I'm just going to use the one edge to score and cut it. And then I'll do the same thing. I'm going to go and use this edge of this paper to cut that little tail off. And I'm not pushing down on it. I'm just scoring lightly because I don't want it to go through the bottom paper. I just want it to score the top. And so now it's trimmed. So now I'll do the same thing. I'm following the edge of this top piece of paper and just lightly scoring it until I've cut through. Now I've got a clean edge. I'm going to rotate it again. And again, I'm just following the edge of the rainbow paper. We're just going to slowly score it. And now it's off. So that one's done. And then we'll find some washi to run down the middle. Now, as you can see, it doesn't go all the way to the end, but with the washi's on there, you're not going to know. All right, so let's go ahead and do the next one. Do the same thing. We're going to grab our rainbow paper. And we're going to run it 1/8 of an inch in, or 1/4 of an inch. Oh, that one's crooked. Hang on. That looks straight. That looks straight. Okay. And now we'll do the blue. Yep. Grab my ATG, my other ATG. I'll be right back. Here. All right. All right, there's that one down. Now, let's clean the edges. There's that one. Let's go ahead and get this one. You could probably, if you wanted, cut 1/4 of an inch off and bring them so that they're a nice clean to the corner. I'm okay with this. Like I said, you can mask it with washi tape and no one will be the wiser of what you did. And if it bothers you, then, you know, do the math, do the measuring and all that. But to me, this is just a fast way of doing it and you get the same look. All right. And 2 pieces of paper on 2 layouts, which is what we want. So let's see what we've got for washi tape. I do have caution tape. I wonder if they... I would find the humor in using caution tape, but I don't know if they would. All right, let's see what we've got. I'm not kind of a bright primary color, I think. So, hot air balloons, no. Am I seeing anything? Not really seeing anything in this one. Let's see. I got some red polka dot. That might not be bad. Or I have some sky washi. We have sky washi. Well, we have, oh, let's do the black and white stripe. That might be fun. Or I have red polka dot. Oh, we got stars too. Or we have rainbow stripe. I think I'm leaning towards one of these. The only reason I'm hesitating on this is because of the width. But I do have this one that's wider, and that will help cover up that seam a little bit better. So let's go ahead and put these back, and we'll use this one. Okay. Now we're going to do the same thing we did with the other one. We are going to take the score blade and clean the edges once I get the washi down. So I'm just going to go ahead and run it from corner to corner and cover up that seam. And then we'll do the same thing on this. Go corner to corner. And cover up the seam. And now what I'm going to do is again take my blade and I'm running it along that paper edge to cut the washi, and then you got that clean corner. And then we'll do the same thing down here. There we go. And I'm just kind of pushing that down so it doesn't peel up. And then we'll get this side. Okay, there's that one. And then we'll get this one. All right, there we go. Now I think what I'm going to do is get another sheet of black out, because I think after I mat the pictures on this blue star paper, I'm going to mat them again on another sheet of black, because I just like how that black all pops and it will tie it all in together. So let's go ahead and get these matted on this. And I think I'm going to give it a little bit of a wider mat so that you can actually see the stars. So like a 1/2 inch maybe. Like that. And this. That looks good. So see how you can really see the stars. I like that. And then we'll mat this one. This will be scraps to go into our stash so that when we're all done, we might have time to see what layouts we can make with all the scraps and see how much we can really kill this kit. I think sometimes that's a challenge. In fact, I had somebody ask me, what do you consider a kit killed? And some people think that killing a kit is just making, you know, a certain number of layouts, like if they'd be happy until they're bored of the kit, you know, making 3-4 layouts, or in my case, you know, however many page kits I made, if I made one layout for every page kit I made, that would technically be that I killed the kit. However, I have all those scraps. So sometimes for me, I feel like if I can go in and actually get even more layouts made with the scraps, I feel like I've gotten even more bang for my buck and really was able to kill the kit. All right, so now we're going to have this pop of black, which I like. Now what you could have also done is put another smaller mat around the photo and then onto the bigger mat of the blue and then the black. I'm just going to go with what I've got. I'm good with that. But the black just gives it a really nice pop of color. I really like it. All right. So now we've got each of these pretty much done. We got 1 and 2. So now let's see what we can do. I'm going to go ahead and glue them down. I'm just going to tack them in the middle. And then we're just going to start embellishing it. And I like right now, I'm using the grid line on the paper to kind of line it up to keep the photo straight. Could go more center. Let's see. Down and over. Yeah, I like it there. All right, and then we'll do Dylan's, and then we'll just decorate one at a time here. All right, good to go. So let's go ahead. We got Preston's. Let's see what we've got for embellishments here. I know I have bikes, and I would like them each to have a bike on their layout. So we have a bike, and it's going to need something underneath it, like a tag or something. So I'm just going to like lightly place it down. I'm not going to push it yet. And let's see, what else do we have? We have boys and their toys. Or we can put it here. Kind of build it up like that. And I'm just pulling these out because there was like a variety of stuff that we could use. And I do like the U Rock. And then we have tags down here, so maybe I can do like this rainbow tag. Like that. Or maybe get something behind it. Let's see. I don't want to use phrases yet. I'm looking for icons, bigger things, things I can tuck behind. And then we'll go from there once we have kind of an idea. This one I grabbed because of the word happy. And I thought this one that says watch me That was definitely Preston. All right, and then, oh, here's a word that says right on. I might end up doing like word clusters for his. I'm just thinking, like if I get another one here, like this one, go, go, go. We did a lot of yelling that. Normally I like things touching when I do my clusters, but I'm actually okay with this. And then we have this strip that we could add down here. And then maybe up here. Let's get these here. This behind. A little bit more tucked in. You rock. Boys and their toys. Watch me. The bike with that. And then fill it in with some stars. I think I like that. All right. I'm pretty happy with that. I could add some banners. I think I'm going to hold off. Let me move on over to Dylan's. See what we can do for his. So we know we want a bike for his. I have this bike here, and I have this bike. I think I'm gonna go with this bike because it's blue, and he got a blue bike. So we'll add that to his. And then add this book, like a book ledger up here. And we can do the same thing up here. And then let's find a tab for him. Might have to add a little adhesive to this. Let's add a red tab. Okay, like that. We got strong and brave. And an arrow. Yeah, let's see what else. We've got You Are So Awesome. And we'll do the same thing. We'll kind of do a little cluster of words, I think, like up in here. Here's another Watch This. And then we got Love This Kid. What else do we have here? Okay. Got a bike helmet, but it's kind of big. I do want to get stars on his too. How many stars we got on here? Got a red one, blue, another blue one, another red one. Here's a green one. Okay. Here's another red one. Actually, I must switch the green. Put that one up there. Put the red one down here. Oh, and we got another blue one. Okay, and then I like this You're Amazing. Okay, so I think we've got enough stickers on both of them. So they're very similar. And now what I think I want to add, and I will be adding a little wet adhesive to this washi tape just to keep it down. I want a title, and I just thought like something like New Ride. And I have some alphas over here. Preston had out the stuff that he was doing for his scrapbook page, and I'm gonna snitch from his. So let's see if I can get New Ride. N-E-W. And R-I-D-E. Okay, there won't be enough to do Ride for the other one, so the other one might have to be New Bike. Let's see. So Dylan's, we had enough letters to do New Ride, or that's Preston's. And let's see. We have, where's an N? N-E-W. N-E-W. And then B-I-K-E. B-I-K-E. and E. New bike. Let's do a different B. I don't want two of the greens together. Bike. There we go. So I got new bike, and we could add some big arrows where we have look at you. I like the rough and tough and look at you, but I think I'll probably be taking more pictures. So I might save those for them since they're not actually riding them. I'll save them until I actually take pictures of them actually riding the bikes. I think we're going to call this done. They're simple. They'll be in their book. I could add the year to it. Let's add, nope, I can't because they only have 1, 2. Because I was going to put 2024. But they don't have it. I can't even do like, I could do Feb 24. Why don't we do that? So I'm going to put the craft color here. We'll go right below the title. EB. And I think I'm going to add some adhesive to these because they just don't seem to be wanting to stick. And I'll add it to that washi just to hold that down a little bit better in some spots. So we have Feb 24 on his. There's his, and then we'll use the blue on his. And I'm moving it over to the darker blue only because I don't want it to blend in if I put it over here. There we go. All right, I want to thank you guys so much for stopping by and checking out my channel. And again, these are for how to kill a kit with style. Make sure you check out everyone who's playing along this month, or actually I should say this quarter. And I will be back again, hopefully during the week for some more layouts. Have a great day, and I will see you again on my channel real soon. Keep it scrappy. Bye-bye.